Hello there, welcome to my lovely video. I was not peer pressured, but technically encouraged by my good friends to do this video. As we see, we are in the Obey Me world because I am gonna say I am an Obey Me based content creator at this given moment because I love Obey Me. I also love Twisted Wonderland, but I will have my own videos for Twisted and my opinions and my my commentary towards it when the time comes technically. Yes, I just a little bit of an introduction. Hello, I am Tanuka the VA. I'm a voice actor, and I give commentary and my opinions and just dissect in my lens what I see in games and try to give a logical answer or just say, nah, that's illogical. What the heck? Yeah. So, this world we're currently in is currently in the making. If you're on the server, you technically get to re-upload via access. I will say credit to the person who's working on this. They are doing a fantastic job. We've seen the whips bless a lot. Our little friend, I'm not name dropping because I respect people. They're doing great. So I wanted to put in a quick of my input of what kind of school I think the boys are attending. Taking this as the perspective not as an American because I'm not American, I'm Spanish, I'm Puerto Rican. So a lot of my information is gonna come from me researching on Google and all that. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Thank you. So yeah. As we stand here, I wanted to address the elephant in the room. Diablo, why did you not tell us what kind of school you were going for? Because this school is a high school. More importantly, let's remember that in the Devildom, it does not have a day and night cycle. It's permanently a night cycle. So, we also get to find out that technically this is the case because when we go to the beach with that Diablo, if I recall correctly from when I played, we find out that the sun there is artificial because he wanted to mimic the beaches from the human world. Props to him. Gotta love beaches because as a Puerto Rican person myself, the beach is the best place you can go. Other than that, I say the RAD school, like Royal Academy of Diablo. I believe this school is actually a form of night school, which usually takes the form of a high school. You know, for people who drop out, technically they'll go into a night school for like elementary, middle school, high school, you know, anything that happens, right? So, because Diablo has previously stated that there has never been a school in the Devildom until now. This heavily hints that there was no prior education, so demons would just ball it and just go, yeah, I know some. Like, I never learned it, but I know. You know, it was like, don't take me making fun of this. I respect people. I'm related to people who have dropped out, so it's like, I'm just saying it cynically just to give y'all a feel. And also, I'm not one to keep stuff kind of dull, so returning to the point and to the main point. Like, oh yeah, let's make a school, right? A school where you get to learn what you never learned. Kind of like a night school, right? Then this is where I'm gonna point out, I do not feel it's a college because it makes no sense that you have to transfer students when students travel to colleges. Like, I mean, who has not traveled to college? Like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta move closer to my campus and something like that, right? They have dorms and all that. Not all colleges have dorms. It's just what I'm saying. It's like, it makes no sense to me in my culture for it to be a college. So I'm like, the exchange program, normally I've seen it from my perspective, is normally in the high school portion of it. And I would not deny, If somebody has more information than me, please educate a local idiot, because that's what I am. It's also with the fact that demons, and I'm taking D&D and a lot of like media for this. Like, I don't know about like religious wise and all that. I'm not a religious person myself, so I apologize if I offend anybody. I'm not well knowledge on this, so I'm going off of D&D and all that. So y'all know. Demons age very slowly. We get to see this in a lot of forms of media. Technically, a 400-year-old demon would be like a baby, and then when they hit, 400, it's technically them being 4 years old, because they're intended to live on as long as time itself. So they reach their pinnacle, God knows when. And we get to see this too when a non-demon, but a character who's very similar to demons, which are angels, or like, they're the good counterpart in like many media. And our youngest character in Obey Me is, you guys know, Luke. Luke is technically the equivalent of an 11-year-old. Or even then, 14 years old at most, which is when you start going to high school. So it's like, we have the little baby, which, whoever I catch y'all disrespecting my son, we're gonna catch some strays. He's like the best example is like how long it takes for, angels and demons to age. Because when we come to find out, he used to be a Lucifer fanboy. He has a literal line I recall when playing, him going, "I used to admire Lucifer until he fell from grace and became a demon." Something like that, something along those lines. And we have seen he's not that old. So how old are the brothers and, Lucifer and his brothers actually? And Diablo, I'm kind of curious how old he is too. But also another reason we get to say age is really funky here is because I'm throwing the old man under the bus. Solomon, how the hell, and I'm saying it with the accent, how the hell are you that old and still alive and you're human? Well, this is my theory. This is just my theory. Y'all cannot get mad at me. And I gotta get the accent out because, I say the mana takes an effect in the human body, causing it to age longer because technically it's constantly using it as a type of battery. And since the magic itself is the battery that's keeping the body running, it also slows down their aging so they can keep on producing more like mana and all that, because whenever they breathe in, there's mana that comes out. So then because the body cannot take the process, the weight of mana, because they're not built for that sometimes. The body, what it does is it starts using the mana as a type of battery to extend their life source, and then the mana does just not implode them. And that's just my theory. Don't take me, I'm not a magician, I don't do magic, I'm just a local witch who's learning. And even then, we know that that's not the type of mana we use here. That's just more like in the video game, media, anime type of mana that I'm talking about. So y'all feel me. That's just pretty much my opinion. So if I think of more stuff, I'll post another thing of a follow-up. But this is what I got so far. I hope y'all guys enjoy. Like I said, this world is lovely. I'm using the on point. You guys see how there's a link for the server. If you guys do want the link, I'm gonna leave the link in the description with permission of the owner themselves. You guys do have a good night, evening, day, or anything like that. And I hope you guys haven't seen you on the next one.